If you walked into your living room right now, you'd probably see the same old things you see every day. Your pillow, your phone, your water filter, maybe even that vacuum cleaner you swear you're going to use tomorrow. But what if Meena told you that a surprising number of those everyday items didn't actually come from everyday inventors? No. Some of them were born far above your head. Yes, the outer space kind of far. Inside strange NASA labs filled with scientists who were definitely not thinking about your sofa or your kitchen sink. Yet somehow, the things they built for astronauts ended up helping you boil noodles faster or sleep better at night. Life is weird like that. So today, Meena is your guide through a cosmic tour of your own house. Buckle up, because by the end of this story, you might start thanking astronauts for things you never realized came from them. And if you don't, well, at least you'll have fun learning how deep NASA has infiltrated your home. Let's start in the bedroom, because of course we are. That pillow you love, the one you punch and fold into the perfect shape at 2 in the morning, the memory foam inside it was originally created by NASA because astronauts kept getting tossed around like a bag of potatoes every time a rocket shook. NASA thought, maybe we should invent a material that hugs the body so hard it doesn't let you bounce around. And boom, memory foam. It gently adjusts to pressure, supports joints, and now supports you scrolling your phone at midnight. NASA solved the problem of astronauts getting shaken. You benefit by having the perfect pillow for ignoring your responsibilities. Now, jump to the bathroom. You turn on the shower, hot water hits you, steam rises. But that glass shower door, the one that somehow resists fogging? Surprise, space tech. NASA needed coatings for visors and glass instruments that wouldn't fog during dramatic temperature changes in space. And because astronauts don't want to wipe their helmets mid-mission, excuse me, enemy satellite, give me one moment, they needed something that worked instantly. That anti-fog coating eventually made its way into your bathroom so you can see your beautiful face after a long shower. Who knew? Science from orbit would help you pluck your eyebrows more efficiently. Next, walk to your kitchen. You see your water filter, innocent, ordinary, loyal. But that filtration system, it exists because astronauts couldn't exactly stop at 7-Eleven on the way to the moon to buy bottled water. NASA needed a system that turned any water, even recycled astronaut sweat and breath, into drinkable liquid. You're welcome, by the way. Modern RO filters and many home purifiers are descendants of the same tech used to keep astronauts hydrated in zero gravity while floating above Earth and contemplating the meaning of existence. Now, slide open your fridge. Maybe you've got some veggies, maybe some leftovers, maybe, if you're like Meena, a forgotten yogurt cup you swear was new last week. The plastic wrap sealed over your food, that material traces back to NASA's need for super strong, super light insulation to keep spacecraft from cooking or freezing. The insulation materials used on rockets inspired a whole generation of packaging technology, including heat-resistant wraps that keep your food fresh. So yes, your leftover pizza is basically protected by the grandchild of a spaceship's thermal blanket. Elegant. Walk into the living room. That phone in your hand right now, the camera inside it uses a tiny sensor originally created for space telescopes. NASA wanted powerful cameras that were small enough to fit onto spacecraft without weighing a ton. That innovation birthed the miniature imaging sensors now used in every smartphone. So the next time you take a selfie, remember that the technology making you look cute came from scientists trying to photograph a galaxy while spinning at thousands of miles per hour. Speaking of cute, look at your vacuum cleaner, especially a robot one like a Roomba. Those navigation systems and dust sensors, guess where they came from? The robotics used to explore Mars, navigate moon surfaces, and survive brutal terrain eventually influenced early home robotics. It turns out that if you can teach a machine to avoid falling off cliffs on Mars, You can also teach it to avoid your cat at home, a win for both science and cleanliness. Remember thermal blankets, the shiny, crinkly emergency blankets you see in survival kits? They look like something you'd use to microwave a potato, but no. They were originally developed to prevent spacecraft from losing heat. NASA needed material that reflected radiant heat incredibly well, was light, and didn't tear easily. The result became not only survival blankets, but also the insulation in some house roofs and windows today. So, if your home feels cooler, thank the scientists who were trying to stop astronauts from getting roasted alive. And now, let's talk about smoke detectors. Your home probably has a few. Simple, right? But NASA improved and popularized sensitive smoke and gas detection systems for use inside spacecraft. Because believe Meena, if smoke shows up inside a spaceship, you need to know instantly. That same sensitivity eventually made its way into modern household smoke alarms, helping protect your family from fire. Outer space might be cold, but NASA sure knows how to stop things from burning. Even your favorite sports shoes have a bit of space inside them. Cushioning gels, shock-absorbing soles, and foam liners, many were inspired by materials originally created to absorb impact during space missions. NASA accidentally made running more comfortable for everyone. So the next time you jog, imagine you're wearing tiny pieces of astronaut tech under your feet. It won't make you run faster, but it might make you feel cooler. And oh, solar panels. NASA didn't invent solar power, but they pushed it to its limits. They needed lightweight, durable solar cells for satellites, technology that eventually made solar roofs and home panels affordable. So if your electric bill is lower, you're basically benefiting from decades of space engineers trying to keep a satellite alive without plugging it into a giant cosmic extension cord. Finally, let's revisit the kitchen one more time. That non-stick frying pan you love, the Teflon surface didn't come directly from NASA, but space missions helped perfect the manufacturing techniques and heat resistance we use today. Early projects exploring heat-resistant coatings eventually contributed to commercial non-stick materials. So yes, every time you flip an egg without it sticking, space had a tiny hand in it. So what did we learn today? That your home is basically a discount spaceship. Not in price, space stuff is expensive, but in spirit. NASA wasn't trying to make your life easier. They were just trying to stop astronauts from dying in space. But through a long chain of brilliant accidents, mistakes, and unintended benefits, your pillows, shoes, filters, cameras, and even your leftovers now owe their existence to humanity's obsession with touching the stars. And if this made you look around your house and whisper, "Wow, NASA is everywhere," then Meena has done her job. The universe is closer than you think. Sometimes it's hiding in your sofa cushions. If you want more cosmic secrets that sneak into your everyday life, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. There's a whole galaxy of stories waiting, and Meena is ready to tell them.